Good morning, Nick here from Opportunity Private Capital. Welcome to another Investor Snapchat. With us today, I have great pleasure in inviting Dieter, who is one of our investors. Dieter, good morning, how are you?
Good morning, how are you doing?
You've been involved in providing IT services to us for well over a decade. So you've got to know us quite well, and we've got to know you quite well. I know you as meticulous, I know you as detail orientated, I know you as a hell of a skeptic. So what ultimately made you move to us from an investment point of view?
Over the years and seeing your business grow and develop, I managed to, from a distance as such, watch a good few iterations of the cycle following through. And being as skeptical as I am, it meant I could see how it rolls out, how it works, and that after watching it a few times over, that I could literally say, well, I should have climbed in earlier. And yes, so I decided to get involved, and it's been paying out well so far.
Do you have a favorite investment type or arena?
Not per se. I try and have a varied approach to investing. I think any one singular approach has the potential to fail, and that old adage of don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Do you stick to that quite well?
I do my best.
What's your opinion on real inflationary figures? Because that's a topic that a lot of people discuss around the BRI, and it's currently hovering around 4%. But is that a real indication of where we're at from a consumer point of view?
Not at all. I would actually say that the inflation is very underreported. We almost sit with a fake inflation value where we've got so many additional stresses coming into the market, even with the likes of COVID, that the costs are not proportional and are increasing exponentially as opposed to inflation. So it's a very difficult arena to be in and fix it on an inflation percentage, which really makes it important to sort of keep an eye on what you're doing with your finances.
If you're not beating inflation with your investment returns, you're basically going backwards.
Absolutely.
And do you think people actually think like that, broadly speaking?
I don't. I think it takes a lot for people to get out of their comfort zones of traditional investing.
Agreed, yeah.
I think that people are still eager to trust the traditional methods, and I think unfortunately that the long term and if anything, the different types of vehicles that are developing on an almost daily basis is showing us that we need to change the way we think, especially about investing.
Yeah, okay, so on that investing note, do you prefer growth investments or income investments?
I prefer growth investments at this stage, being slightly younger, being able to put away a bit more for retirement, or being able to aim for a retirement type. Income-based investments are also great, but I think that it should be a combination again, as it's so that you can actually develop the two together.
And that goes in line with your skeptic manner of doing things, where you don't keep your eggs in one basket, and you've also got a range of different investment types that satisfy both those needs, I guess. So,
absolutely.
Yeah. What do you look for in an investment company before investing?
Reliability and track record.
Okay.
As I said earlier, I had the opportunity particularly to see your company operate for quite a while. So that gave me the track record and the reliability.
Right.
Being able to understand exactly how your investment worked really sort of put my mind at ease, and then being able to climb in and experience it. Similar investments during the time period didn't perform as well as I would have liked, and as a result I kind of sort of balanced it out between them.
Okay. Do you like the fact that you can go to your own investor portal via the website and keep track of your financial statements and your investments to the day, up to date?
Yes, it gives you quite a bit of peace of mind. It gives you an idea of what's moving and how it's moving.
Right.
And it's something that you can sit when you're having a quiet moment and just take a look at the figures and decide what your next move is.
Does the fact that our investable development projects, and certainly in the last 6 years or so, have all been in high demand, middle income areas of Cape Town or suburbs of Cape Town, and also going forward, and our pipeline for the next 3 years is also in these high demand, middle income areas of Cape Town, does that impact your investment decision whenever you make a decision to go into the next cycle?
It does to a large extent. The biggest reason is because the business that you're in requires the turnover of the units. And
Yeah, exactly.
so it's a simple fundamental. The quicker and easier they turn over, if they're high demand areas, they turn over quicker, and it means that everybody, the cycle completes, and that is actually what inspires a lot of confidence in the
Quite right.
process.
So you as an investor who's actually the funder of our project, that's how you ultimately get out. So that's why you get some comfort in the fact that we're sticking strategically to those areas.
Correct.
Yeah. You've been with us, investing with us for quite some time now. So are you pleased with your overall performance, or am I going to have to delete this or edit this from the clip?
I'm very happy with the performance thus far. I've got some experience with other investments, other investment houses, and some traditional investments. We've watched it over time, and one of the more comforting factors that we've definitely had over the last few years being particularly difficult times, and then you sit with a investment that offers a fixed return over time when there are companies out there that are genuinely struggling.
Yeah. Dieter, thanks for joining us, and thanks for your time. I know that you do a lot of work for some big investment houses, household names and stuff, so thank you for investing with us. It's highly appreciated.
It's good to be with you.
Yeah, good. Have a nice day. Thanks for joining us. Cheers.
Thanks, sir.